the Muskegon Channel. It's Andy O'Reilly, and as you can see by the big red shield behind me, I'm back out at the Salvation Army today. Robin Henshaw is here, along with Captain Chris Carlin. I got it right?
You did.
I know, right?
You did.
We are here today to talk a little bit about the. This is something great. There's a benefit coming up, and we're going to get to that in just a couple of minutes. But the benefit is one of great purpose. It's the Turning Point program. I did not even know, and I mean, I'm going to tell you what, for me not to know that this was going on in Muskegon, I'm a little embarrassed, and B, I'm kind of surprised because I keep my fingers pretty much in the addiction world. Being, 15 years sober for me now. August was 15 years from alcohol. For me, very grateful recovering addict. And I still do what I can to help find others that suffer under addiction of anything, and work with them. And this is all about opioids, and it's all about people who need medical detox from opioids and all this other. Who wants to start to talk a little bit about the Turning Point program here in Muskegon?
Sure. The Turning Point program was something that came to us back in 2017. We were approached by Turning Point of Grand Rapids, which is a Salvation Army program in Grand Rapids. It's an inpatient program there. And they approached us as the Salvation Army of Muskegon, knowing that the Salvation Army of Muskegon, or the city of Muskegon, I guess, has the highest opioid hospitalization rate in the state of Michigan.
It's huge. It's a huge problem.
Yeah, and they approached us and they said, listen, we're seeing a lot of clients, patients coming to us from Muskegon, and we think it's time that we move to Muskegon so we can start combating this issue right here, right now. So we have an outpatient program here in Muskegon, and it's taking off. We're seeing great success, and now's the time to really support this. And
I mean, and you hate to say that a program like this is taken off. You know what I mean? Because who would love to not have to have a program like this? But it's so real and it's so dangerous. And I mean, I'm out everywhere in town, and it was a year, maybe a year or two ago. I can't remember exactly which. I actually saw a kid die at a hockey game.
Yeah,
they had to hit him with the naloxone right there in the game. And I mean, this is a family event where everybody's supposed to be having a good time, and this is how far it's gotten. And I'm going to tell you something right now. If you're out there and you're suffering under this kind of stuff, or you're one of these people that's looking down your nose at the addiction crisis, especially with these opioids, it's not your street dealer. Mm-hmm. It's not. That's yesterday's news. Okay, this stuff is coming in through the United States Post Office, through the dark web, and it's getting delivered direct from China right to your mailbox. Okay, this is where this has gone. And there's the argument out there too that can be brought up about treating an addict with another substance, which is what's going on here. This is where you can get Suboxone treatment. It will help you come down off of the opiates, and you can start in the right direction to get things under control.
Yeah.
That's absolutely true.
It's unbelievable that we're number one in the state for this. It's unbelievable that everybody's still scratching their head going, what's next and how do we get out of this? And to know that this is here through the Salvation Army is amazing. How does it? You say it's outpatient here?
Yes.
We don't have an inpatient care center.
We do not. But if a client comes to us, and they're needing that detox program, we can send them directly to Grand Rapids. We'll take care of the transportation. We'll get them there. They can finish the program, and then when they come back, we can get them set up with Menard, who is our counselor, and he schedules group meetings. They have times where they have to come in. They meet with him. They talk through how they're doing, what their goals are, where they'd like to be, and he holds them very accountable for everything that they're going through, and kind of walks alongside of them, and helps them achieve those goals. And we've seen some success so far in the people through our program. Right now, we have 40 people in our program who have to come here, 2 days a week for group. They have to come for single one-on-one counseling with Menard, and then they have their doctor's appointments on Wednesdays as well. And it's a program you hate to say that it's growing, but it's also good in the fact that there's 40 individuals right now who are getting the help they need through the Salvation Army.
They're on their way to the exit door.
Yeah.
And finding that new life and that new hope. And if it takes, when I sobered up, there was some talk that the AA club would keep a bottle around just in case somebody had the shakes and that kind of thing really bad. And, you know, detoxing from alcohol is terrible. It's an awful process to go through. But this is 10 times that.
Yeah.
Getting people off opioids. It's just horrendous to see people try and recover from this thing. So all this is available here in Muskegon now at the Salvation Army.
Yep.
At the
All they have to
Salvation.
do is come in and ask.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
Absolutely.
Wow. That's remarkable. So, I mean, the inpatient goes on in Grand Rapids, which it can be how long? How long of an inpatient thing are we
I
talking
believe it's
here?
14 days right now.
Okay. On the sheet here, you've got medically detox 3 to 5, clinically managed inpatient 7 to 14, and outpatient up to 2 years.
Yeah.
And you know, it takes a couple of years because this isn't about getting off a substance. This is about changing your life.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's the great thing. We have our fundraiser coming up.
Talk about that. Well, let's give her the floor.
Yeah.
Because Robin knows her stuff when it comes to these.
Well, yeah,
fundraisers.
I was just going to share a story about.
Oh, please do.
One of our presenters who's
Yeah.
presenting that night, and he'll share that night. It took him 4 tries.
Yeah.
To finally successfully
Took me too.
find sobriety.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that we're excited about him presenting that night, because he's going to show how, his life went from being addicted,
Yep.
4 tries, and finally, being a very successful business person here in Muskegon County right now.
That's awesome. And,
So-
and I'm here to tell you what, I've lived through it. And the other side of addiction and it's the miracle. It's just awesome. It's the greatest thing I've ever known. It really is. All right, so your turn.
Okay.
You've sat here, you've smiled, you've looked wonderful. I mean, a rose between two thorns. Easy enough. Tell me about what's going on at the USS LST.
So on Tuesday, September 25th from 6 to 8 on the USS LST, we will have Anchor of Hope.
Okay.
It is benefiting the Turning Point program, which we just talked about. We have Chef Adam Bell, who is going to be...
Little Reich's action going on?
Yep, so Reich's
Nice.
is catering. We also have a silent auction. We have some special speakers, and I'll go ahead and say that Chef Adam will be giving his story.
Sure.
Our lead therapist here as well, Menard, will also be giving his story. And then we have a wonderful gentleman. His name is Brian Palazzolo. He is going to be giving his story. They are equally moving and need to be heard. And I hope that you all will join us there.
Yeah.
It's $50 a ticket. Our goal is 10,000 for this particular event. We want to keep serving those here in Muskegon who are receiving, and we want to grow as well. So we need your help to do that. We have some table sponsorships available as well for $300. You get 8 tickets, so you can bring 8 or 7 of your friends with you.
I couldn't come up with 7 friends.
Yeah, I think you could.
I'd have a hard time.
And you can come and enjoy the night and hear about, what we're doing to combat this issue here in Muskegon. And it's a community issue. No one really wants to talk about it. It's not a fun issue to talk about. But we are literally saving lives with this program here in Muskegon. And we're turning, it's called Turning Point. You get to a point where you no longer want to do what you're doing, and the Salvation Army is here to help you turn and move, that 180 direction.
Love it.
So
I'm all about it.
Yeah.
I can't. This is just amazing. I'm
Oh,
surprised.
and let me mention,
Oh,
because I forgot, Captain Chris will be doing mocktails. If anybody wants to know what those are non-alcoholic beverages that are really super fancy and need to be, he's a mixologist.
nice.
Yeah.
So he will be manning the bar.
Okay.
I'll be the celebrity bartender.
Nice.
We have 4 mocktails that are going to be on the menu that night.
Okay.
It's a cash bar. And a mocktail is really just a non-alcoholic cocktail.
Yeah.
Hence the word mocktail.
Right.
And I'll be back there. That's, a couple days before my upcoming surgery.
Right.
So it'll be one of the last times in the next...
Yeah, you're not going to be bowling for much.
No.
longer this season.
No more bowling right now. So I'll be back there slinging some mocktails. And it'll be a great night. We're excited about it. And that's one of the reasons that I'm so passionate about this program.
Sure.
Is because it's doing so much good right here in the community.
Yeah.
And right before we found out that Turning Point was moving to Muskegon, I had a friend back home from high school that passed away from an opioid overdose. Mm-hmm. And that was the big turning point for me of why I wanted to bring this program here. Because I don't want to have to lose any more friends to this. I don't want to have to lose any more community members. And it's a great program right here serving this community.
Awesome. So it's happening at the LST 393, the benefit on September 25th. We'll put the links and everything up here. Get down there and be a part of it. The Mark Doc have the LST, always doing great things in the community. You're a rock star. Best of luck on your surgery.
Thank you.
If you need a sub on the bowling league, you let me know.
I will. I will. We're definitely.
Me and my bad foot. We'd be. We're not bowling anytime soon. Folks. Neither one. of us.
Well, I've actually started bowling left-handed.
Have you really?
Yeah, I started 3 weeks ago when league started. I'm horrible. The funny thing is right-handed, I average 220.
Yeah.
Left-handed, 120.
What's your high game ever?
300.
Is it really?
Yeah, right-handed.
God.
My high game left-handed, 166.
I got to a 277 once, and that's as far as I ever got.
Yeah.
300 for you.
Yeah, I've been sixth
Great.
grade.
Yeah, see how it is.
Semi-professional.
I guess so,
bowler.
right? Get the details right here. The Salvation Army doing great work. Get down to that benefit on September 25th and help those with an opioid addiction recover and move on. It's all part of everything we like to try to do right here. All the details are here on the Muskegon channel.